What up, everybody? Curtis K. Richardson checking in with you guys this afternoon, man. Out here on the back of my deck here, working on the schedule for the week. Just touching it up, and also working on my backlog for 2017 for C&J Electrical here. Uh, and I'll talk to y'all really about this backlog and stuff in another video for those who don't know what that is. But I want to blow at you guys today about our community image. We need to have a better community image, and that's being distorted big time by our media, social media, news media, mass media. It's killing us, and the spotlight is being posed on the youth, and of course, so we always saying as the guardians, what's wrong with our youth? Why they wilding out? They're not making no sense. They just out of control. But hey, guys, they are only products of us, and if we don't change the system, we don't change the thing, and we can do it. If we don't change the ingredients that's causing these guys to act out, they only going to continue down that same path. So I want to be able to talk about the elephant in the room: single family households. We don't like to talk about it for the most part because it's a little touchy subject, but that represent those kids that's wilding out. They represent the majority of the foolishness that we see. And the single family household represent 85%, at least 85% of our community. Now, there are fathers in play. You know what I'm saying? You got your mom, your dad there. They putting in the work, doing their due diligence, handling their business as parents. So I'm not talking to you guys. We only represent 15% of that. You understand? But we got the majority. It's the single family household, and the media is picking up on the foolishness. You understand? So we got to be able to put some systems in place to change that narrative. You understand? So we're gonna have to address the issue, which is the single family household. Some may say, "Well, hold on, Curtis. What makes you? What qualifies you to even talk on such a matter? You already have your wife and your daughters, and y'all doing whatever y'all need to do in raising your family." Well, guess what? For those who don't know, I'm a recipient of that. I come from up under a single parent household raised by my mom. To this day, I still don't know my father. You understand? But the light at the end of the tunnel for you guys that falls up under that same path is light at the end of the tunnel, which is you can make it out of it. If I made it out of it, you can make it out of it. That's period. So some don't like to hear pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Come on, man. You need help. You got to do this. People need to no, forget all that crap. If I can do it, you can do it. And listen, the only person that pulled me up by my bootstraps, you understand, was the favor of God, the grace of God, and that's the real deal. So that's the light. And I just want to put that side note right there. I digress, but let me get back to the point, guys. We need to address that. So this is directed to our single mothers that's raising a son and some daughters, but most definitely our young men. You guys need to be on point. So I'm gonna give you 3 concepts, 3 principles that you can build yourself on to be able to have that productive kid in our community, because it don't have to start from you. Number 1, you're gonna have to be true to yourself. It ain't no sideway. It ain't no this no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're gonna have to be true to yourself. Number 1. Now, if you made a mistake, the deadbeat dad that you're with or that you were with, and you created a son or daughter or kid, you got to admit that was your mistake. No, I'm not letting the guy off the hook, but you're going to have to accept 100% responsibility. You slept with the idiot, and that's just what it is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what it is. You're going to have to admit that so you can move past and deal with the real situation here. You understand? That was a deadbeat guy. You was attracted to whatever you was attracted to, but now you created something that you got to deal with, that he had to deal with. That's a seed, now a kid, for the rest of y'all life. And that's the truth of the matter. So call it for what it is. I made a mistake. Get over it. Now deal with it. Number two, you have to be able to position yourself in order to position your child. You understand? If that's by cutting off some of the dead weight in your life, it may be some of your friends, some family members, just your habits. You see what I'm saying? But you have to be able to position yourself so you can put them in a better position. You're going to have to lead by example. You see what I'm saying? Which brings me to step number 3. Praying over your kid and leading by example. We'll talk about that for a minute. You have to pray over your kid, no doubt. You got to lead by sorry about that. You got to lead by example, no doubt. You have to. Now, here's the problem that I have with that. We tend to get saved, give our life over to Jesus, and then expect for everybody around us to be saved. All of a sudden, just be saved. Are you kidding me? It don't work like that. Including our kids. Now, they have watched us for 15 years wilding out. And then you had a moment to go get saved, give your life over to Christ, which is an amazing thing. You understand? But then you expect for the kid to all of a sudden drop what they doing. No, they have been conditioned by you. You understand? By the environment that you allowed around them. Now, they're products of that. You understand? So that's why I say just pray over them. You understand? And then lead by example. It makes me think about back in the day when I was growing up in the early 90s, late 80s. One of the things my mom used to always say before I leave up out the house: be careful, stay prayed up. Now keep in mind, it was crazy in the mid 80s, late 80s, going into the 90s. I'm talking about the end of the 80s, the late 80s. That's when gangs just came to the city, to Birmingham, and it was shoot 'em up, bang bang city. I'm not talking about a shot a day. I'm talking about shooting all day. And this is the environment that I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Me and my peers grew up in. And one thing my mom used to always say as I walk out the door: be careful, stay prayed up. Now, I've been a parent for a long time. I still can't fathom how she was able to cope, will, and deal with that. You understand? I mean, which is wow. That's all I can say. But she prayed, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And then told me to be careful. So, hey, do the same for your kids, guys. Go ahead, put in the work. Remember these 3 things, man. I'm going to say them again. Be true to yourself. Number 1, be true to yourself. Call it for what it is. Number 2, position yourself so you can be able to position the kid. And number 3, pray and lead by example. Pray and lead by example. Hey guys, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I hope this was helpful to you all, to somebody. It don't need to be just one, but that one got that kid that can, you know what I'm saying, that can influence many. You know what I'm saying? But again, I hope this helped you out, man. Don't forget to like my page, The C Project and Rich Thought, and also subscribe to YouTube. Hey guys, you take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Love you guys. Peace.